For the question, the cost, let's get our variables out. Let's use cost. Let's use C for cost. Cost of sewing. Okay, it's partly constant and partly varies with the amount. Okay, so let's use A, or calculator A for amount. Okay, it's just amount and cost that we have here. So the cost C is partly constant. We choose a letter for our constant. What do we choose? Let's choose B. Okay, B is a constant. Plus, okay, they said varies with what? Amount. If it varies with amount, that means C varies directly as A. Is that true? Then we introduce a constant. C is equal to, let's say, KA. That's what we're going to have. So if it varies with amount, then this part is going to be KA. Okay? So in this equation, B and K are constants. So the cost is constant partly and partly varies as A. We introduce a constant here. So I showed you how that constant came into play. Let's use T. Instead of using A, let's use T. I think I like T better. All right. So if it takes 6 hours, that is when T is 6, to sew the garment, the cost C is 2,800. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to substitute these values here. So 2,800 is equal to B plus K times 6. So this is 2,800 is equal to B plus 6K. Let's write it well. B plus 6K is equal to 2,800. Let me call this equation 1. Okay? So let's proceed. The second part of the question says if it takes 10 hours, that is when T is 10, to sew it, the cost is 3,600. That's C is equal to 3,600. So let's put this back again to that equation. So we're going to have 3,600 now. That's C, 3,600 is equal to B plus our T is 10. So we have K times 10. So we're having 3,600 is equal to B plus 10K. Okay, so if we rearrange it, we have B plus 10K is equal to 3,600. So let's call this equation 2. Okay, so what I'll do here is let me bring out those two equations so I can see them side by side. We have B plus 6K is equal to 2,800, and then B plus 10K is equal to 3,600. I didn't change anything. I just brought them out side by side. So what can we do? We use elimination method. Elimination method is the simplest method to use. Okay, see how we can eliminate here. You can see that every time we come across giant variation, we're going to have the same coefficients, which makes it easier to solve using elimination method. Okay, but when we look here, you can see that this equation is bigger than this equation because this is equal to what? 3,600 and this is equal to 2,800. So we're going to subtract the smaller equation from the bigger equation. Are you paying attention? Subtract the smaller equation from the bigger equation. So equation 1 is the smaller one. So we're going to do equation 2 minus equation 1. Equation 2 minus equation 1. So I'm going to bring equation 2 up now. B plus 10K is equal to 3,600 minus equation 1. B plus 6K is equal to 2,800. All right. So we are subtracting. 0 minus 0 gives us 0, 0 minus 0, so 0. 6 minus 8 is not possible. Borrow 1 from 3, this means 2. Here becomes 16. 16 minus 8 gives us 8. Okay, here becomes 0. Is equal to 10 minus 6 gives us 4k. This minus this gives us 0. So b is eliminated. And then we're having 4k is equal to 800. Right here now, we divide both sides by 4. Okay, divide both sides by 4. So 4k all over 4 is equal to 800 over 4. So k becomes 200. Put, or you can say substitute, k is equal to 200 into any equation at all. Let's use the smaller one, so I'll get small values. Into equation 1. Equation 1 is b plus 6k is equal to 2800. So anywhere we see k, we put 200. So b is equal to 6. b plus 6 times 200 is equal to 2800. What do we have? Is it 1200? B plus 1200 is equal to 2800. We're going to subtract this from both sides because this is a plus 1200. So we have B plus 1200 minus 1200. We'll still do the same thing on the right hand side. 2800 minus 1200. We subtracted 1200 from both sides to remove 1200 from the left hand side. So we have B. Here, 0 minus 0 have 0, 0. 8 minus 2 gives us 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. Is that? Yes. Okay, so our B is now 1600. So what have we been doing all this while? Remember, when we solve variation, the first thing is to calculate the value of your constants and then put it back into your original equation. Unfortunately for us, we had two constants. That's why I had to calculate for two variables. So all we have been doing is to calculate the value of B and K. So now that we've gotten it, we will now return this value, just like we always do, into this equation. So we now have C is equal to, our B is now 1600 plus K is 200 and then T. So this is that equation connecting the variables again. Okay, so this is equation connecting the variables. So let's look. Okay, we are here now. So the final thing the question says is find the cost if it takes 4 hours to sew the garment. Okay. Find the cost. The equation is here already. C is equal to 1600 plus 200T. Very simple. Anywhere we see T, we put 4 hours. 4. So C will be 1600 plus 200 times 4. This is 1600 plus 200 times 4 gives us 800. Okay, so what is this plus this? 2400. 2400 naira. So 0.00 and then naira here. So the cost when T is equals to 4 is going to be 2400 naira.